everybody. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. I would like to piggyback on the last video that I discussed about the Warner Brothers hybrid releasing of 2021 movies. I will continue to say that I don't like it, and I completely don't agree with the decision. As of end of Super Bowl weekend, the number of Wonder Woman 1984's performance in the box office, very underwhelming and absolutely bad, earning just barely over $40 million in domestic and just past $150 million worldwide. Yeah, it's bad. It is bad. What a wasted blockbuster movie. In hindsight, the HBO Max subscription actually gone up. HBO Max doubled its number of activated subscriptions to 17.2 million in the fourth quarter compared with the third quarter, partly due to the releasing of Wonder Woman 1984. According to Nielsen's rankings, during the week between December 21st to December 27th in 2020, users spent 2.25 billion minutes watching 1984, which equivalent to about 14.9 million complete plays, topping Disney movie Soul's 1.67 billion minutes. Despite all those numbers, I fully admit that the strategy is completely flawed and bad for the industry, and I don't like it. That's not how you do business. Full disclosure, I saw Wonder Woman 1984 on streaming because there was no option to watch in theaters since it has been closed ever since March of 2020. Put the movie aside, just didn't feel right. Big blockbuster hit movie should be released and seen in the big screen. It was nice that it was available to see it, but I love and value the big theater experience. It just didn't feel right watching it. It just didn't. And Christopher Nolan was very critically vocal regarding this issue. According to an article on the Wall Street Journal, indicates that Nolan's unlikely to work with Warner Brothers again following the studio's decision to distribute all the 2021 movies on streaming the same day it hit theaters. The revolutionary director of the Dark Knight trilogy and Warner Brothers has been in a long-standing relationship for nearly 2 decades. The studio has handled Nolan's movies since the 2002's Insomnia. He's a big fan of the big screen experience, and for Warner Brothers to do this is bad, poor economic move. He has alienated industry and filmmakers. It's really a disappointing end to the partnership between the two. Probably many filmmakers likely will follow suit him. Director of Dune also blasted the decision, and many pleased their displeasure, really. If that's the case, where will he go? I think he'll find a great studio to work with, maybe 20th Century Fox. I'm not sure. He's one of the creative, brilliant, masterful directors in Hollywood. He'll find a studio to work with his movie distribution, and he'll take his time to plan out his next film. So I will look forward to what his next film will be, and he's going to come up with something. On to the next interesting topic that I found recently. Kate Winslet, who is best known for roles in Titanic, revealed that she had a tough time in Hollywood after the releasing of Titanic. I was surprised to find out that this story, because she's well acclaimed, she's a top of the fame in Hollywood and very, very great actress. So rather hear from 7-time Academy Award nominee, winner of 2009 Oscars for Best Actress, Kate Winslet. Here it is.
And that's where there's that little element of fear is always still there. And I've been lucky though that I had a great family who always encouraged me to make choices for myself. And there was definitely a moment after Titanic when there was, quite a bit of pressure. This is it, crest of the wave. This is the moment young actors dream of. And look at this incredible offer that's come in, and look at this salary you're being offered. And I was too scared. I wasn't ready to be a famous person. I was 21, 22 years old. I had so much to learn. I didn't want to. Also, I didn't want to screw up early on. I wanted to always be doing this job, and I at least was smart enough to know that you don't do that by taking a big fat paycheck and just going with the biggest, fattest opportunity just because it's there and that seems to be the thing you're meant to do. And so I did push back, and I did do smaller films, and I did things that I knew would actually make me happy and would challenge me, regardless of whether anyone saw them or not. And that was where I had to be brave.
I see that everybody, after you appeared in one of the massive movies of all time, you want to be in the business for a long time, and you feel that pressure of you don't want to be a one-hit wonder or either just that person. For example, like in Titanic, Star Wars, Avatar, etc., etc. You crave to evolve beyond and continue to improve as a performer. And certainly Kate has done that in her career. She's a tremendous actress. Her resume proves it. 11 Golden Globe nominations, 7 Oscar nominations, earned Best Actress in the 2009 Oscars for her performance in The Reader. She's one of the acclaimed actresses in Hollywood. She does a lot of different roles. And she obviously didn't end with Titanic despite revealing her worries after that and carrying a huge not carrying so much pressure, even despite feeling that the worriness. She said that Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind was her turning point of her career. She said she received good reception and people turned out on that. Oh, she can't do that? Just like every performance after shining a big movie, you always had that turning point. For example, her partner in Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio, I believe he turned his Hollywood career to the next level when he was in Gangs of New York, working with one of the greatest modern directors of all in Martin Scorsese, and the rest is history, and he became personally the #1 actor this century in Hollywood. By that, Kate is acclimated. She's great. I don't know, she's a blockbuster actress. Maybe she needs one more big hit movie to be considered. Bottom line, Kate is awesome. I think she probably has more Oscar nomination in her. She's 45. She's still young and her career is far from over. And doing this for over 2 decades now. I really like Kate. Hope she continues to succeed in Hollywood. And lastly, if you listen to the Michael K. Show, and Don LaGreca keeps saying Rose in Titanic is a murderer, Rose is a murderer in Titanic, total bogus. I don't know where he get that analogy. It doesn't make sense. I love Titanic. That's a top 50 movies of all time, flat out. Rose was young. She may not had the knowledge and surrounded with wealth. I don't know. I think Jack and Rose were the best movie couple over Anakin and Padme. And hey Don, how about that? Have you ever considered Anakin's more of a murderer than Rose? He force choked his beloved wife to death, and he lived as the most evil lord in the galaxy. So Rose is a murderer? Complete asinine take by Don. Asinine, just joke. So that's it, folks. What did you think about the topics? I would like to hear from you. Please leave your comment below, and I will come up with some interesting topics next time. Stay tuned for that. This is Char Post Media. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.